I know.
Yeah, I know where your name tag's at.
Could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the silent reflection. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mrs. Loveton. You have the floor.
Yes. Mr. Elliott.
Present.
Mr. Garcia.
Here.
Mrs. Smith Gomez. Here. Mr. Kuba.
Here.
Mr. Crowe.
I am here.
Record show all are present and accounted for.
Thank you. Public participation, Mr. Volbright. Please step up.
I don't think I'm signed up. If I am, I did.
Oh, you know what? This was from the last meeting. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't move it.
Yeah.
We didn't move it out of there.
There we go.
It's just that in Tuesday. Okay.
All right. Moving right along then. Minutes. Approval of minutes. Do I have the motion?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Support. Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Any correspondence, Dr. Scott?
None at this time?
Superintendent's report.
Yeah, a couple things. I'll be brief. I know there's a middle school game, a basketball game across the street, some things going on tonight. But I hope everyone had a restful 4-day weekend for President's Day. Our next big break is going to be spring break coming up. So hopefully everyone enjoys that. This time of year always goes super, super fast. A couple of big congratulations. We had some success the last couple of weeks. This is the first time we've met since we have our 4-time state champion and undefeated 4 years in a row, Alec, in wrestling. And she also won the Mental Attitude Award, and there's only been, she's the 4th one in the history of Highland sports since the 60s to ever win that. So that's unbelievable to win that. It's hard to win. So congratulations to her. We certainly will bring her back. We bring in the All-State, people who qualify for All-State, to come in front of the board. So we'll make that invitation. Also another All-State would be Kennedy Stevens, who finished 8th in the same wrestling matches and did a great job. And Kennedy was also All-State in track last year as a long jumper, and we're excited to see what she brings this year as a sophomore or a junior. And also congratulations to Melody Vasquez, who did not place but did make it all the way to state in wrestling. Great year for her. And unfortunately, girls were defeated Saturday night, but had another great run. You know, with that team, that team has won 2 sectionals, a regional, and runner-up for regional, and a runner-up semi-state in the last 2 years. So congrats to those girls and to the coaches, fantastic coaching staff. And it was really cool to drive all the way to Winnemac. A few of you were there, and to see the amount of Highland people that you know, an hour and a half drive away that will follow a team, you know, to give them support. Just all the, and a few of you are here and can comment on it later if you want, but to see all the blue and gold in there, blue and yellow in there at their gym was really cool just to see for the girls. So congrats to them, and congrats one more time to Jordan Steele, who broke the single season scoring record for the history of Highland girls basketball. So finally, the last congrats I want to do is to our girls swimming and diving. We had a couple of relays that made it to state. They didn't make the finals, but our one relay, the 200 medley, was 18th, which was meant the second alternate. So they were very close to getting into the finals, which is fantastic. And then Eva was 11th. I think she qualified for 11th.
11th, 13th, I think.
11th and 13th, yeah. Her best event is the backstroke, so she was 11th there. Or is it breaststroke? I think it was breaststroke. It's breaststroke, yeah. So just missed off the stand, right, top 10, or you get a medal. So, but she increased her time, which is awesome. So I want to wish the boys good luck. They're the last team left for winter sports as they get ready for their sectionals coming up. And boys swim and dive also. They're not the last team. Boys swim and dive still is coming as well. So good luck to both of those teams. And that's it.
All right. Thank you. Financials. Ms. Polk.
Okay.
A is the treasurer's report. A copy of the January treasurer's report was included in your board packet. I'm requesting approval of this report as presented.
Motion to approve, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuba.
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Vouchers.
B, a copy of the final vouchers were also included in your packet. I recommend that the voucher docket be approved.
Motion to approve vouchers as presented.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Allier. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Declaration of worthless property.
Okay, Mrs. Brittany Luster, the food service director, has requested that the Randall Commercial Cooling Table display at Southridge Elementary be declared as worthless property and permission be granted to dispose of it. This equipment is outdated and has seen its completion of its useful life. I recommend that the attached resolution be passed by the Board of School Trustees declaring this item worthless property.
Do I have that motion?
Yes, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the worthless property resolution.
Thank you. Support, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuba. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. E-rate recommendation.
Okay, Mrs. Nora Christie, Director of Instructional Technology, and her technology team participated in the ERATE bid to purchase and install new wireless access points, wireless bridges, and associated cabling and mounts at eligible schools. Nora is recommending that the board accept the Moss bid in the amount of $296,513.50. They meet all the requirements of the bid specifications and scored the highest rating on the rubric. This project will be funded through GEO bond funds, and this is contingent upon the successful receipt of Category 2 E-rate funding at a discount of 60%.
Do I have that motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the E-rate bid for wireless access points and switches.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Do we have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Donations.
We have received the following donations. Highland High School, donor on behalf of Northern Trust, the Blackbird Giving Fund, $500 for athletics. Highland High School, $100, which is 4 $25 gift cards from Joel Osco for DECA. Highland High School, $1,701.74 from Shelley Calgary for DECA. The middle school food service received a $100 anonymous donation, and this is to be put towards negative meal accounts at the middle school. Johnston Elementary received $40 from Daniel Salmon for boys athletics. Highland High School received various donations in the amount of $1,524 for the student council spaghetti dinner. And the high school also received non-cash value items of $7,875.14, and these were from various businesses as well. And this is for the student council spaghetti dinner. So we request your approval to accept these donations.
Motion to approve, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuba. Do we have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. President.
Please.
If I may, I just want to thank everyone for all their very generous donations. That is a lot of money rolling into our various schools. I'd also really like to thank the sponsors and organizers of the spaghetti dinner. I don't know if anybody here, most of everyone I see here has been able to attend over the years or was there on the night of, and it's always an amazing event. It's a good time to see everyone, and it gives back to such an important cause. So thank you everyone for donating.
Mr. President, I would also add, it would have taken forever to read them all tonight, but there were over 77 businesses that contributed that, to that cause. So it's truly a community that dove in and helped out, and it goes to a worthy cause. We always adopt a family in need to help them, and that's where that goes.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Thank you to the community. How long have we had a DECA team? Is that new? Do we know? Yeah, it's brand new, right? really cool that we have that kicking off, so.
I mean, maybe 30 or 40 years ago, but.
Yeah, right, no,
It
right.
went away for a while.
Yeah, I was involved in that way back when they walked uphill. Anyway, any other discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Buildings and grounds.
A copy of the building and grounds report from Rusty McWilliams was included in your packet, if you have any questions.
Mr. President, if I may,
Sure.
at completion of the presentation on the financials, can we go back to item 8, board reports?
Sure. Oh, did I skip one? I sure did. Thank you. All right, any discussion around buildings and grounds? No? All right. Well, hey, for your first time, crushed it. And me, acting like it's my first time. So any board reports? Shall you?
Nothing to report.
Mr. Garcia?
Very brief, Highland Griffith Chamber met last week and had a presentation from Success Trek on organizational resilience. Also, from a legislative liaison standpoint, I encourage the board to take a look at your weekly emails from ISBA on bill tracking. There are 5 bills that are actively being tracked by ISBA. I was at the State House 2 weeks ago and met with all of our delegation for Highland and shared feedback on what we're experiencing, especially what our anticipated challenges would be with Senate Enrolled Act 1 from last year. That's it. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Stillman.
Yes, I attended the NISEC meeting on Wednesday, January 14th. I know it's a month late, but our next meeting is actually scheduled for tomorrow evening, if anybody's looking for 2 board meetings in a row. I know, I'm looking very forward to it. We elected new officers. Everyone was sworn in at the meeting. We also reviewed the tentative December accounts for funding at this meeting. The categories are severe, mild, communication, and preschool. There was an increase of 51 students in the severe category from last year to this year. Also, funding for special education from the state of Indiana was decreased in every category this year. And I asked if anyone had a specific explanation as to why, and of course the answer was that they don't really give you those answers. And so nobody really had an explanation for that. They are hoping that it will be increased next year. There is a feasibility study regarding NISEC underway, and when I have more answers on that, I will report that, and that is all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Kuva. Nothing to report, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuva. And again, my apologies. Thanks for the catch, Mr. Garcia. Appreciate it. Redevelopment, nothing new to report, and Park Board meets on Thursday, so purge it from my mind. Thanks for that. Catching back up then to the agenda, looking at curriculum. Dr. Erlach, welcome.
Hello. In your board book, you have the Title II grants. School Town of Highland was awarded $85,067.35, with $16,065.83 earmarked for non-public schools, leaving School Town of Highland $69,001.52. This is a 2-year grant open from July 25 through December of 27. This is Title II grant goes towards professional development for principals and teachers, conferences, curriculum development, things of that nature. So I just asked the board to approve this grant as submitted.
Motion approved, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuva.
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion?
If I may,
Please.
as usual, I want to make sure that we're acting as, in essence, the fiscal agent and supporting our fellow schools that are in our boundary area that are private schools with that $16,000. They don't have to request those funds. They don't have to do any work on those funds. We just provide that to them.
That's absolutely accurate.
They have to sign their name.
Technically,
Just
they do.
saying.
That is what they have to do.
Thank you.
Yep, and that stands for the next one you're about to hear also.
Very good.
Any further discussion? Yeah.
Just to piggyback what Mr. Garcia was saying, I'd like to point out that we received then the according to my calculations, they receive 18% of those funds. And do the other schools in our boundaries have 18% of the students?
So it
Is that based
it
upon
comes down to
student
how many of
population?
the students that go there that would be in our Title I receiving school. You know, so if they were to come to us, so it's a per pupil
Okay.
amount. And so that's how it will flux from year to year, depending on how many students are with OLG or Highland Christian, who usually
So that's an
participate.
accurate percentage?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Title IV-A grant.
So Title IV, we were awarded $32,052.90, and of that, $4,899.86 is earmarked for non-pubs. That leaves us with a total of $27,153.04. Title IV, you'll see the three different areas that funding goes towards: supporting well-rounded education, creating safe and healthy schools, and technology use. This is pretty consistent with where we were last year as far as funding, whereas Title II dipped about 10%. I ask the board to approve this grant as submitted.
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Mrs. Garcia. Do I have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Professional leaves.
Professional leave requests are submitted for board review and recommended for your approval.
Motion approved, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuba. Do I have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Any discussion?
I do have a question. I'm just curious because I don't know what it is. What is WIDA access?
That's our EL
Okay.
student testing.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Retirements, I think that's, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
Dr.
you.
Idley. Dr. Smith, welcome back. Personnel.
Yeah.
Retirements and resignations.
Yeah, a few tonight. We have Dane Edmonds terminated as a plumber for the corporation February 10, 2026. Kevin Beveridge, retirement as a principal at Southridge Elementary, the end of this school year, June 30th, 2026. Dale Sharinga, retirement at 28 years. He's a high school custodian, and he just finished up in January 30th of this year, 2026. Mary Sanchez, resignation as a Title I paraprofessional at Johnson Elementary, January 30th, 2026. And Corey Grinnell, resignation as a custodian at the middle school, February 27th, 2026. I so recommend.
Do I have a motion?
Yes, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the retirements and resignations.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Do we have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Garcia. Any discussion?
The only thing I would add, Mr. President, is I'll talk more about, my appreciation. First of all, my appreciation big time to Dale Sharinga, 28 years at the high school. He's worked really hard as a custodian. And then Mr. Beveridge is going to be here through the end of the year, so I'll, thank and do all that for Mr. Beveridge as we get closer to his time of leaving. He still has a few more months.
He does. He does. All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Smith.
Mhm.
Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Appointments.
John Valeska, appointment as the girls' track coach at the high school for the 25-26 school year. Edwin DeJesus, appointment as the JV head softball coach at the high school for the 2025-26 school year. Chris Carlin, appointment as a volunteer assistant basketball coach at Warren Elementary for the 2025-26 school year. Kenneth Farkas, appointment as a substitute custodian for the corporation February 2nd, 2026. Kimberly Gutenkust, transfer from food service to Title I paraprofessional at Johnson Elementary, February 2nd, 2026. Tammy Thiel, appointment as a substitute custodian to a full-time custodian at Johnson and Southridge, February 9th, 2026. And Edwin DeJesus, senior, appointment as the assistant JV softball coach at the high school for the 25-26 school year. I so recommend.
Do I have a motion?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the appointment.
Support, Mr. President. Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Mr. Kuba, any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Welcome to Highland. The approval of the 26-27 school calendar.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. This is something that's kind of been a long time coming. We worked on it a few months ago, and then we tried to just hash out a few last-minute things. We worked in conjunction, the administrative team worked in conjunction with the Teachers Association, Highland Classroom Teachers Association. I think we came up with a good calendar, very similar to the last few years. We start school, just a couple quick highlights. Teachers report on the 12th of August, students report on the 13th. A difference is we're going to have our spring break kind of almost a week later than we normally have it, and it's just because of the way the calendar fell. It would have been pretty early in March. This one's going to be the last few days in March and the first couple days into April, and it runs into some holidays that we've taken off in the past, like Easter in those days. So it fits pretty well, I think. And we kind of surveyed to see the region to see for our spring break, and about half of the region schools did it the week before us, and half of them did it the week we have here. Munster, for instance, is this week, and Lake Central is the week before. So we really didn't have a dog in the fight. We weren't sure. Hammond hasn't come out and said what they're going to do because we share a career center. In one year we picked the one they did, and then they switched on us anyway. So we weren't going to worry about that. So we pulled our staff to see which one they wanted, and it was overwhelming, almost 70% maybe.
Pretty close, yeah.
You know, they wanted that second week. So that made sense to us, and that's why we have it on there. And then the last day is, usually we always guess around the 25th. This is the 26th of May for the last day of school.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, we actually asked the staff to vote, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was
70%.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, do I have a motion?
Motion to approve the 26-27 school calendar.
Thank you, Mr. Avier. Do we have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion?
Quick question.
I don't think.
How long will it take us to post this to our website? I know we've had a handful of parents asking about next year's calendar.
If we had a guy.
I'm on it.
All right. He's waiting with his button on,
Great.
finger on the first button.
Very
In
good.
about 10 minutes.
You just hold it up to the camera.
We've had a number of people call about, spring break next year and we're traveling and so forth, so yeah.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you.
Unless I skipped something else, which I didn't, that takes us to audience comments. So please step up to the podium, sir. Name and address. As you know, we don't speak on student issues, personnel issues, or ongoing investigations.
I've got a question in the gray area, and we'll get to it in just a moment. I'm Rick Borick, 9221 Parkway Drive, Highland, Indiana. I don't know if I'm permitted, I don't know. I'm not here to cause unnecessary trouble, but the school corporation sent a survey to each of the homes in our school corporation. I'm kind of hesitant to even begin asking questions. Is it permissible to ask questions about the survey? That I need an answer to.
It's a comment section, so you're,
Okay.
have at it.
I will continue. The survey apparently has things to do with various topics. I don't want to characterize it exactly because I didn't receive it. Why would I? I don't have a student in our school corporation, so I understand why I didn't get it. But as a person in the school corporation, it's kind of like I take an interest in what is going on, and I don't mean to pry when I shouldn't be prying, but I'd like to know something about the survey. And rather than me walk myself down an avenue where somebody's going to whack my finger like in the Catholic school, whack, doing the wrong thing here, buddy. It's like, can I inquire in a general way the survey that was sent out? Is that okay to ask that question?
Again, it's a comment section. Doesn't guarantee you're going to get a response, but you can
I've asked the question,
comment.
second time.
And
So-
again, I said, it's a comment section. Make your comments, please.
I've done this before, and I've
As
gotten
have I.
answers from the school board. I
As
have
have I.
gotten, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Now, the survey, some of those questions, and I don't have the survey, but I've got friends who shared the survey with me, seem a little bit prying, if I want to use that phrase, prying. I'm not sure what you're going to get for responses, but it's like, I find the whole thing rather secretive. And I don't mean to say it's secretive. I'm simply saying I find it somewhat secretive. And I'm probably running out of time here, but that is the question. And I will be making further inquiries with IAPA requests tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, any further comments? Anybody going once, twice? All right, that wraps up comments tonight. Board comments, Mr. Elliott.
This month, I'd like to thank the student council for their spaghetti dinner. I always comment, I like to see what our students are giving back to the community. And I'd also like to thank our student athletes that had a lot of success this month. And that's about it.
That's what's right about that. Ms. Garcia.
Yeah, I just want to echo Superintendent's congratulations to our various athletes. And I know we will be talking about Alex in the future, but I think it's also important to note that these are students that have just excelled academically as well. So there's, Eva Nordike's going to a Division I school to continue her swimming career. Alex has a very interesting opportunity in front of her, but just well-rounded young adults that are being produced here out of our school district. And I just think it's amazing what our staff, our parents, and our coaches are able to do with the limited resources that we have available to us. Congratulations to Dale Scaringa. 28 years of service to the school district is commendable. And a thank you to Mr. Beveridge for the work. I believe he's been with us for about 6 years now.
He came right at the beginning of COVID during a tough time. So
Yeah. I know we'll say more about him in the future, but wish him well in his retirement at the end of the school year. And I know as the legislative liaison for the school district, we focus mostly on bills that are impacting public education, but there are other bills that are of significant importance. I would encourage anyone in the audience to please keep an eye on your news. I actually did not follow Senate Bill 11 and don't know what happened with Senate Bill 11, and that could impact our public libraries. 8. Darn it, I had it right last week. I did not have it right today. Senate Bill 8, but I would encourage you, there's a lot of folks with a lot of information in this room. So if you have any questions about what's going on at the State House, there's only a week and a half left of session. So it's really at the tail end, and all that's going to get all the publicity right now is the Chicago Bears. But there's a lot going on, so please pay attention to what's happening at the State House. Thanks.
Thanks. Mr. Gomez.
I just want to echo what they've said about our amazing athletes and our scholar athletes we have in Highland. I want to talk briefly about the President's Cup for winter 2026. Yeah, I just pulled it up. Yes, I get to use Sir Pat.
You got it.
This is the highest cumulative, average GPA. Is it cumulative GPA? Well, it can't be that. But girls basketball had a 3.91. Girls swim and dive, 3.89. Girls wrestling, 3.84. Boys swim and dive, 3.7. And boys wrestling, 3.64. So, it's really amazing what these student athletes do, and I'm proud of all of our President's Cup winners, all of our top 5. So I appreciate them. Again, just to talk about the spaghetti dinner, always fun to see the student councils from not only the high school, but also from some of our elementary schools there, working and helping and selling tickets or participating every way they can. I love that when we get the kids involved in community service from an early age. Congratulations on your retirement, Mr. Beveridge and Mr. Scaringa. I know like you said, we're going to talk about them more going forward. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who showed up here tonight. I know this is a fun evening for you, so we appreciate you all being here. And just wave hi to my parents, everybody, who don't live here. So I'm not courting votes or anything.
I couldn't remember where the camera was.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're on camera.
You can also watch the NYSEC school board meetings on YouTube. If you cannot get enough of me at meetings, tomorrow night there will be another one. So.
I'm not waiting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kuba.
Thank you, Mr. President. Echoing my other board members, especially Dale, with the 28 years. Really, they're the unsung heroes behind the scenes. So thank you and happy retirement. I was hoping to call Mr. Smith today, but ran out of time. I attended the basketball game in Winnemac, and I've been doing this, I think I'm on my 20th year. And after the game, I stopped at the Dairy Queen because, it's an hour and a half drive home. You don't know what's going to happen.
It's right outside the parking
The
lot.
booming metropolis of Winnemac has the Dairy Queen.
Right? Yeah. So somehow I made it to the Dairy Queen, with my wife Jane.
Was Valentine's.
Way to celebrate Valentine's.
I know. I'm a sweet, what can I say? So I went in there and I had my Highland Trojans apparel on, and when I'm standing there waiting, the Culver Academy cheerleaders came in. And I've never had this happen. Each one of them came up to me and said how well our girls, really, these are high school students taking time. One came up, said it, I'm like, okay, that was really nice. And then 30 seconds later, another one comes in. Every one of them. Literally, like the nicest thing I've ever heard high school students actually say afterwards. And I went, their parent, I thought it was their coaches or their parents to tell them how well, to have students do that. It was an hour outcome we had, but they didn't have to take the time. So just wanted to share that when you talk to their administration, that was something that I've never seen happen where someone stopped me as a high school student and said, hey, your girls, came, played hard, it's not the outcome, but, it warmed me up. I'm like, wow, this is really good. I didn't like our outcome, but I'm like, yeah, this is nice. So just wanted to give them a shout out for taking that time to do that. Let's see, what are we at? I think that's it. That's all I have.
That's it?
You got it, yeah. It's Tuesday night, it's Fat Tuesday, tomorrow's Ash. There's all kinds of stuff going on this week.
It is.
And you got basketball. So.
Every Tuesday's Fat Tuesday for me.
All right. So thanks to the Student Council for their fundraiser. Appreciate that. Congratulations to Dale, 28 years on his retirement. Wish him a long, happy, healthy retirement. Congratulations to Mr. Beveridge. We'll thank him more because he's got to finish out the year. Congratulations to our state champion, Alec. Congratulations to Kennedy for her placing at state. Congratulations to Jordan Steele for breaking the all-time girls scoring record. Congratulations to the girls basketball team for back-to-back sectionals. Congratulations to the girls swim team, especially to, every event placed top 25 in state. And then congratulations to Ava for placing top 13 in her two individual events. Good luck to her at Indiana State. Good luck to boys basketball. Who did they draw?
It was Sunday night.
Yeah, I missed it.
It was late. I looked.
Do we know? Did the boys play the sectionals? Anyway, good luck to them. And good luck to the boys swim and dive team. Congratulations to all the ISMA winners. There's a lot of hardware that was handed out, and we've got some very talented, artistic kids who can sing and play a lot of different instruments. Johnston School. Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice window clinks. Looking good.
Awesome.
Looking good, yeah. Congratulations to our President Cup winners, girls basketball. Cumulative across all the sports, 3.69. Putting the student in student athlete. Love it. And thank you for A.D. Harrington for doing that for us, getting that together. That's one of the coolest things that we have, I think. And then last but not least, good luck in trivia this weekend, guys. Wish you all the best of luck.
Yeah, you're going to
Be there this year.
I'll see you there.
No, I'm out of town.
Mr. Kroll, can I add one thing? Two quick things, because I got a text on this. Someone said, well, we mentioned, some of the girls. Where's Ava going to swim? You just said Indiana State.
Indiana State, yeah.
Jordan hasn't made a decision yet, but
Nope.
she has options to play at the next level. And then, Alec is going to do whatever Alex wants. Yeah, she's
gonna
probably
go
got
wrestle in the
50 or
Olympics.
60 or 70 offers and Olympics and all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's. And then the last thing I meant to mention was, Mr. Reiser, what's the musical coming up? Do you remember?
The musical coming up this spring is Big Fish.
Big
Big Fish.
Yeah.
Historic.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
We're excited about that. That's the first weekend in May.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and there'll be more advertisements on that, so I should have
Very cool.
mentioned that earlier.
Very excited.
Mm-hmm.
All right, did we miss anything? Did we miss anything? I think we got it all.
Motion to adjourn.
Oh, no, hold on there, hold on. Our next regularly scheduled board meeting in these very chambers. We're gonna celebrate my feast day together. Wear your green. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 6 o'clock. Now we can adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good